Welcome back to the Sports Mall in Salt Lake City, everybody. I'm Jim Turner. We've got the men's championship coming up in just a moment, and with us for his expert analysis is Jim Heiser. Jim, a newcomer to today's finals, and that's Javad Aghaloo. What can you tell us about him?
Well, Javad's 19 years old. He's from Corpus Christi, Texas. Going into this tournament, I didn't think had a chance of winning it at all. But he's been really mentally tough. He upset the #1 seed and the #4 seed. And I asked him a little bit earlier what his strategy is going to be against Jason Manino in the finals.
Well, I know he's really quick and he plays up front, so I'm going to use a lot of passes. I'm just going to try to make him rush his shots. Just see if he'll start skipping the ball, and I'm just going to try to play my game.
Well, Jason Mannino is the #3 seed. He's here in the final, and I'm going to tell you before we set this up, he said, this is going to be a short game. I'm winning it. Let's talk about Jason.
Jason's a scrapper. This is where Jason exceeds. He loves the TV, he loves the lights, he loves the people, he's a showman. I talked to Jason earlier on about what he's going to do against Javad.
A lot of Z serves and a lot of control. He's going to try to control center court because he knows that's where I like to play. And I'm going to try to obviously establish my position and beat him as firmly as possible.
Well, the young men's championship game is coming up against a newcomer to the front, a very cocky, confident player. You're going to enjoy it. Lynn Adams is going to be bringing us some good information from the sidelines, and we're going to be back in Salt Lake City with you at the Sports Mall with the men's junior national championships. And what a great shot of the new drink that's out, Powerade, of course, a subsidiary of Coca-Cola Foods, and a tremendous shot of the Olympic rings, the sponsors of the Olympics, and we've already seen a lot of great things that are going to come for us in the Olympics. We're ready now with the men's championship finals with Javad Aghaloo with the serving against Jason Manino. And of course, joining me for this match is Jim Heiser. And Jim, we mentioned earlier in the Open the confidence of Jason Manino. He says this is going to be over early. I'm going for it. You know, I like that attitude on athletes. I don't care what age they are. I like that attitude. But can it play against him that he might overlook this newcomer to the finals in Aghaloo?
I don't think he'll overlook him, but Jason likes a fast-paced game. Can he adjust to television? Can he adjust to the slow pace of television between the replays and stuff? I don't know. Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah. Take a look at this shot. Take a look at that. Oh,
that's a great shot. Right off that side wall.
Hold it.
That's not an easy shot either. It is not an easy shot. And there's a case there of nerves. You got to wait for the referee to give the score before you can serve.
Well, both of these kids have never played on television before, so you have to make a little adjustment here. You have to slow your game down a little bit.
Short. Second serve.
It's important for Javad to get off to a quick start.
Side out.
I'll tell you one thing, if I'm Javad, that's the second time now that Jason's come up on that broken line, the encroachment line. If I'm going to lob serve, I'd put him closer to the back than I would allow him to come up to splat it. Might wonder why the referee, Tom Neal, is having to say short 2 and 3 times. The players are in a fully enclosed room with a little microphone in there, and sometimes with the echoing of the ball that's ringing through their ears, they can't hear the referee's initial call.
Well, Jason Manino plays very far up in the court. He plays real quick. He's very quick hands. He has very quick feet. He uses that athletic ability to compensate for his court position. So you'll see him play way up in the surface area.
And I might add this, it's a double final for Jason Manino today. He and his doubles partner, Sudzi Monchik, are in the doubles in that championship game. So he's got a chance to pull off the old double-double today. Don't know if he will, but he's certainly got the chance.
Well, it's really an astounding accomplishment because he should be playing in the 16s. He's a 16-year-old person here. He should be playing in the 16s, but he said, hey, I'm going to gamble. I'm going to go for the 18s. I got nothing to lose.
There's that confidence, and I like it. I see nothing wrong with it at all.
Skip that.
Oh, he's not too happy with that. That is a clear kill shot for him. He's talking to the ball as he's getting ready to hit it. And He has a slap shot type of a swing, doesn't he? Everything is kind of a herky-jerky slap off the wall.
It's a very quick wrist type of a swing. Doesn't get the racket back very far at all, just right from the wrist. But he's quick, real quick.
2, serve 0.
An observation from you, we are at a little bit of an altitude here at Salt Lake. Will that help his power hitting game? Or will it keep it up and allow Javad Aghaloo to come back and get a return?
Well, that was a foot fault on that particular one. The referee called a foot fault. Let's see if we can see it on the overhead
camera.
Ooh, that really is not a foot fault.
Well, it's difficult because where the referee is, he's here in the back.
The whole foot has to be over, and as you can see in that replay, part of the foot was still making contact with the line. I think Javad is a little bit nervous. He seems to be pressing a little bit here early in the first game.
Well, Jim, when it's the first time on television, your first time in the junior finals championships, it's natural to be nervous.
Second serve.
And Jason, he loves it. This is his form of a competition. He just loves the people, loves the lights.
Jason, turn the cameras on. Are you kidding? Between him and Sudsy, you'd think they were 35-year-old professional athletes the way they act, and they're just kids, and kids that I really like.
Well, Jason and Sudsy have won the gold medal in every doubles division that they've competed in. 10, 12, 14, and 16.
Oh, I'd appeal that one. I'd appeal that one, Javad. He is going to.
Javad is appealing Jason's foot fault. I did not see one. Call stands. There will be a charged appeal.
I would have appealed the skip, not the football.
Well, Javad yesterday appealed 2 foot faults at very, very critical times in the match when he was playing James Mulcock. 14-13, James Mulcock won the game. Javad appealed a foot fault, got it, came back and won.
Strangest ending of any game I've ever seen. Yep.
There's that glass. Just enough time for Jason not to be able to adjust.
Good opportunity to check it out, Jim.
Well, Javad gets that ball, hits it right into the side glass. Jason just lost it for a second. That's all it took.
0 serves 5.
Actually, the glass is a lot better today than it has been. They've got some lights that they've put outside the glass, and you can see the ball a lot better.
Side out.
That's a great return by Javad, though, having to take the circus shot from his back. All right, we're in the early stages of the men's juniors championship. There's that circus shot. Look at that. It's only a shot he's got. It works out for him. We'll take a short break. We'll be back at the Sports Mall right here in Salt Lake City.
Nothing. Javad better take a timeout here quick.
And of course, Jason, being the politician that he is, was told that he was not going to wear his baseball hat for this final. So he looks rather spiffy. I think he cleans up rather well. Look at him. He's a pretty good kid.
Well, Jason takes credit for introducing baseball hats to racquetball. He was the first one to wear a baseball hat during a racquetball game. He didn't like it when he was told he couldn't wear the hat during the finals.
Timeout. That's your first. You have 30 seconds.
All right. There's an outstanding call on the part of Javad, at least for a timeout, and trying to gather himself. We've got Sudsy Manchik doing a little joking and laughing with his doubles partner and his great friend. You know, these guys want to, someday down the road, they want to go into the sports business together. Would you buy a racket from either one of those two guys? Jim Turner and Jim Heiser with you. Lynn Adams is at courtside. Lynn, who have you got?
Well, I don't have anyone with me right now. Sudsy was over talking to Jason, but one of the things that they were talking about was Jason is not a deep court player. He likes to stay in the front, and that was something that Javad was very aware of, but is not playing. He's giving him lots of stuff in the front part of the court, which is Jason's
0 serves 8.
forte. So I think that's his main key of trying to change things, is keeping Jason in the back instead of up front.
There you go. That is a sweet little move, too. Sudsy, excuse me, not Sudsy. Jason kind of mad at himself. Look at that little touch.
Great touch. Well, at this altitude, it's almost as valuable to you just to touch the ball in the front court because the player's going to be playing deep.
Short. Second serve.
I have the opinion sometimes in watching the variety of games that are here, whether it's 8-year-old boys and girls or the 16 or the 18-year-old, that they feel a sudden power. It's a false power because it's the altitude and how much it takes them out of a strategic type of game.
This is an interesting time for Jason because both Jason and Sudsy have a tendency sometimes to try to do too much with the ball, try to be too much of a showman, and they make some unforced errors. We'll see if Jason does that or he sticks to his game.
You know, great credit to Javad Aghaloo receiving Jason's serve right here. As we hear a foot fault on the part of Tom Neal, the referee. Let's see if this one is, because we didn't feel it was right the first time. Boy, another one awful close.
Well, that one, the whole foot was over.
Yeah.
That was a good call by Tom.
But you know, to my point, what an outstanding tournament Aghaloo has had. He's had to beat the top seed. He's gone to the tiebreakers. He deserves to be here.
He certainly does.
Yeah.
I mean, to beat Jason Mannino right off the bat, or to beat Sudsy Monchuk right off the bat, I mean, that was the biggest upset I've seen in a long time in junior racquetball.
Eight serves two.
8 serves 2.
Ace.
Ace serve.
I agree with you.
Javad's appealing the call. Both line judges agree.
Oh boy. I
That's your
think
second charged appeal.
take a look at this. I think he made the right choice in trying to appeal it.
If we're going to be able to see that.
Oh boy.
That was close. It was hard to tell. It looked like it was a good serve.
Not
But it was
easy
hard to
being a
tell.
referee when that ball's going 100 miles an hour.
9 serves two.
Not very easy. Difficult job.
Hold it short.
Late call by the referee, but it was a short serve.
Second serve.
Jason has 11 kills and Javad has 4. That's Jason's game, though. Jason doesn't hold anything back. He goes for bottom board every time.
2 serves 9.
Javad Aghaloo has got to get back into this game, and rather quickly.
Great
Side
shot.
out.
I don't know. You know, I like Javad's switch in philosophy when he went to that high lob serve to Jason's forehand. He had it set up. Since that one serve, he hasn't gone back to it.
Side out.
We'll see if he sticks with the power game or tries to ease it up a bit.
2 serves 9.
Wow, what a great play. Prone to the floor, comes up to pinch roll out. Phenomenal.
Cut off the short serve. He had a full dive,
Look at that.
roll out.
Fantastic. The overhead shot.
Look at that
really
dive. He
gave-
covered 10 feet on that one dive.
9 serves
Tremendous.
2.
9-2. Once again, as we set the storyline for this match, this championship, Jason said, Jim, it's going to be a quick one. I'm going to get it over with. I love the confidence. We'll see if it in fact comes through. And as it is right now at 10-2, he's right.
But everything's in Jason's favor right now. The pace is fast. He likes the pace. His shots are falling in. He's getting that pinch in.
Broken ball. Come back, hit it a couple times. Both of them will see if it feels right to him.
Maybe we can go to Lynn sometime along the road here and see what she thinks about Javad's philosophy of hitting a hard-paced game against Jason.
Well, Lynn, what do you think?
Well, I
Players
think a
ready?
good person to answer that would be Sudsy. Sudsy, what do you think about Javad's
10 serves
strategy
2.
to hit a hard-paced game against Jason?
A hard-paced game. Jason handles it pretty well. He plays me a lot. I mean, you know,
Side
goes
out.
either way when we play, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, I was agreeing with you, Jim, that high lob to Jason's forehand looks like it could be a winner, but he has not gone back to it to see if it would work or not. That's too bad.
Side out.
There's another serve right into Jason's kill zone, right below the waist.
10 serves 2.
Of course, Lynn Adams sitting next to and talking with Sudsy Monchuk, part of that juniors team that you took Amsterdam last year?
Last week.
Last
we went
week?
to Amsterdam.
Last week?
Yeah, the week before this tournament.
Point.
Wow. I'm surprised there's no jet lag on some of these kids.
Well, maybe like
11
Alcova was
serves
suffering a little
2.
bit last match. She said she was tired, and I think I agree with Lynn. I think a lot of that had to do with just returning from Amsterdam.
Skip ball. Point.
Unforced error by Javad. He has to be
12
just try to get the ball in the
serves
play
2.
now. Keep the ball in play.
Jim, are you happy with the setup for the juniors coaches? You've named Jerry Halisher as the head coach. You have Hart Johnson as one of his assistants, as well as Doc Fischel. That sounds like a powerful, outstanding coaching group to me.
Well, you know, it's very important to make sure that these kids get the right instruction at this particular age. And I think we have the best crew of coaches that we've had in a long time. Unforced error by Jason. He can afford to gamble a couple times right here.
Side out.
Well, certainly hope you're enjoying the exclusive coverage brought to you by Prime Network. Happy to have Echelon and the AARA again with us as usual, and brought to you by PIN. And I want to thank all the contributions by Echelon and PIN for always being with us on these televised events.
Shot was good.
Javad appeals that shot. It was very close.
Still good. Replay.
One line judge disagreed. The other line judge didn't see it. They're going to play it over. Here's the replay. It looked to me like it did skip.
Replay. Replay.
It looked like it did skip. Right off his racket.
3 serves 13. Check the score. 3 serves 12. I'd give him a point.
3-12. Javad Aghaloo.
Side out.
I don't know what Jason...
So who are you talking to, Jason? What, a normal shot, or he just set it up?
Maybe he feels he was lucky on that shot because he just kind of sliced it inside out.
Side out.
It's very important, even if Javad loses his first game, to get some momentum, get something going for him. So if he goes into that second game, at least he can feel a little confidence.
Side out.
Right now, no serve is working for him.
Twelve serves 3.
Great get off the back wall. Outstanding pinch. Javad with the serve, trying to make a comeback, and here's an opportunity for you to take a look at this one, Jim.
Well, that was a great shot because he had Jason behind him on the left side. He pinched it so the ball went across to the right side.
12.
Great gets.
Boy,
look how close
lock
he
and
is.
Load, guys. Look at this. Look at this. I dare you to pass me.
Oh! Unbelievable
Fantastic rally.
Look at it.
Look at that. On the part of both men. And the final get by Jason Manino. Boy, the pitchers will take care of themselves on this.
Great get on that one, full out dive. Just got that one, got up in time, dove again, and rolled it out.
That's just fantastic athletic ability. Unbelievable.
That would have been interesting because if Javad would have held up on that shot, I think he might have got the avoidable hinder.
Serves 3.
Well, at this level with these guys, you don't really need to hold up.
Timeout. 30 seconds.
Outstanding. Just outstanding. Appreciative crowd here at the Sports Mall. And that's where we are for the Junior Racquetball Championships in Salt Lake City. We'll take a break and be right back
No
with you.
flash photography, please. Serves 3.
Well, after a most amazing rally that was finished off by Jason Mannino, a quick timeout. We're back with you. I'm Jim Turner with Jim Heiser in the first game. Jason with the serve and the lead. The score is 12-3 over Javad Aghaloo. And then it really had a great tournament up to this point. Beating the #1 seed, taking a couple of those into the tiebreakers. He deserves to be here. But as they say in athletics, his lunch is being handed to him.
Short. Second
Well,
serve.
Lynn was speaking earlier about Jason plays very, very far up in the court. And all
Side out.
Javad is trying to do is pinch the ball and kill the ball. He's not hitting any wide angle passes.
12.
Lynn Adams is sitting right here in the rear part of the front court, or the court. And Lynn, I'd like to ask you, is there anything that Javad could do in the next couple of points before the obvious winner is going to be named in the first game that he can learn to carry into the second game?
Well, at this point, I think what he needs to do, and yes, the answer is yes, he does have some things he can do, is kind of figure that you're going to lose this game and not worry so much about it. But try to do as many different things as possible to see if there's a chink in Jason's armor. So that means you do weird stuff, like maybe you get a setup in the front court and you hit a ceiling ball just to see how Jason's moving from being real close up to deep. Doing some around the wall balls, throwing in some different serves, not some hard stuff, but some more junky stuff. Just something to maybe throw off Jason's timing a little bit so that he comes down in his skill level some.
It really is almost as if he's feeding into the speed and quickness and the fact that Jason wants to get this game over with.
Yeah, he's definitely playing to Jason's strengths right now, which is the front court stuff. His hands are so quick, and his feet, I mean, he just comes off of his feet so instinctually, it's amazing.
Well, it looks like a lot of Javad's teammates have left him, because this entire gallery was his yesterday, as we look at potential first game point here for Jason Mannino, 14-3.
Short.
Well, Jason's been switching the serve around very effectively. He went for the crack serve. He had Javad there, but he had the short forehand serve.
Timeout.
Now he's going timeout.
30 seconds.
This is one of those psychological timeouts that, you know, I got game point here. Watch it, Bubba. I'm going to come serve you an ace. Want to congratulate everybody that's here. Thank them for being here and their support. Of course, one of the gentlemen that is in attendance, as he should be, is the owner, Brent Cook of the Sports Mall, sitting in the back of the courts. I want to thank him for their hospitality and surrendering their club. Back down to Lynn Adams with a guest. Lynn?
Well, I've got a friend of Javid's that is helping him out. Javad, I'm sorry, that's helping him out. Jason, you guys have been talking on the timeouts. What are you telling him?
I'm telling him to go down the line. Jason's, every time he shoots it, he's playing front and he's waiting for Javad to go either pinch it or go cross court. Every time Javad hit it down the line, Jason has to either dive to get it or he doesn't get it. If you get it close to the wall, there's no way Jason will get it.
Thanks very much. Up to you guys.
Well, I don't know if there's no way. Jason's showing every tendency of diving and playing through the air like a small Superman and getting whatever he wants.
Well, Jason's athletic ability really frustrated Javad in that game. Javad hit some really good shots, but Jason was just able to get everything. So all of a sudden, Javad says, hey, I'm going to go for bottom board. Made a couple of errors.
Well, I think Lynn made the good point. You know, you just accept the fact you're going to lose this first one. Try some things. Try to go reset yourself here at the midpoint of this match, although it could possibly go to 3. Jason Mannino, the number 3 seed, winning the first game here in the boys 18 and under singles finals against Javad Aghaloo, who had a tremendous personal gallery here from Texas yesterday. He's the 8th seed. 15-3. There's a good look at Javad getting some coaching. We need to take a short break. We'll be back with the second game here of the boys 18 championship game from Salt Lake City. I'm Jim Turner with Jim Heiser. And we're ready for the second match of the boys 18 and under singles final. First game, Jason Mannino winning rather easily, 15-3, and Jim Heiser, a good look at the stats.
Well, Jason Mannino, 20 kill shots. That's a large number of kill shots for any type of a game. That is his game, but that means he's on. He's not skipping the ball. He's making his shots.
Hey, our ball girl who's done so much, our towel girl has done so much all week long. Emily Daniels. She's the daughter of our commissioner. Of course, that's my daughter. Look at her. She's getting a little camera time.
She's got a couple of whistles there.
Yeah. Way to go, Emily. Of course, we got to remember we're at the juniors tournament. Okay, we're ready for the second game. Jason Mannino rather handily.
Players ready?
Folks, he's a performer. You have to understand. His confidence is beaming, and it's fantastic.
Manino will be serving.
He's good.
0 serve,
And when the cameras go on, he's right at home. And here we go.
And he's going to be tough to beat now because he's got his whole game is in sync right now.
Well, we'll see if Javad decides that some of the suggestions that have been made to him by his friends and coaches are right. Does he go back to that lob serve, try to take Jason out of quickness, or what does he do?
Well, he's not going back to the lob serve. He's going to go to the drive.
Which, as you've already established, feeds Jason's power.
Unless he can keep it off the back wall. If he can keep it off the back wall, then it'll be an effective serve, but it's very difficult to do that at this altitude.
Hey, that point woke up some fans for Javad. A bunch of young men down here, I'd say age 14, 15 from Texas.
1.
There's Jason. He's going to that lob serve. That his fans are standing up, yelling and screaming, so maybe this will give him a little momentum.
1, serve 0.
That's a tough cut. It's very difficult to do, to turn around on that ball and reverse it into that corner.
I tell you though, it's
0,
got to be
serves
frustrating.
1.
You serve over the backhand, he rolls it out. You serve over to a shot like that. He's back. His back is to the right wall, and he still splats it in there. It's got to be very frustrating.
Hinder.
Absolute good call. Good hold up on the part of Mannino.
0, serves 1.
You can see
Hold on.
Jason hits the ball, comes to Javad, he reverse pinches it, and there's no way Jason can see that come across in front of his body.
0, serves 1.
But I must say, as a referee, if he'd have taken a full shot at it and skipped it or whatever and then asked for a hinder, I would not have given it to him.
No.
Ace serve. Beautiful ace serve down the forehand wall.
He's going for that right-hand crack, and he got it. One thing about Jason is Jason does have a variety of things that he can do with the ball. He changes his serve a lot. He hits a lot of different shots. If he has to change, he can change. Javad so far is not showing us that.
Well, I think a lot of that is the fact that he's not been in the championship games. He probably, and this is an assumption on my part, hasn't had the opportunity to play the great players on a continuing basis that Jason has. And that's really something if you can't play these guys all the time.
Point. 3, serves 1.
3-1. Jason with the serve and the lead.
Well, if Jason gets 1 more point or 2 points, Javad has to call a timeout.
Outstanding return. Jason squeezing that ball, hoping there might have been a little crack in it.
Well, Jason went for the crack. He had a good serve. All Javad could do is just push it. He got a little bit of lucky on that one, actually. Another tree's trying something else. Nice shot.
2 serve and 3. Jim, I got to ask you, since you're in charge of all of the networking across America on the juniors racquetball, you're the one who takes them to Europe and everywhere around the world, and what a thrill that must be. If you look down the road from your past experience, and I'm talking about the Tim Sweeneys and the Chris Coles and the Andy Roberts, Jimmy Floyds, those guys, where do you see the likes of Jason Mannino and a Sudsy Monchik, Alan Engel? Where do you see those kids fitting in?
I don't think there's any question at all that both Jason Manino and Sudsy Monchik at some time will be on the U.S. team. They'll be representing their country. They have tremendous talent. And they have more experience right now at the ages of 16 and 17 than Tim Sweeney had when he was 24.
3, serves 4.
Of course, we had a good look moments ago at Powerade, the drink, brought to you a subsidiary of Coca-Cola Foods, and talking about the Olympics that are coming up, and that's fantastic. And the dream here with all the racquetball players, it's called the Olympic dream, wanting to get this fantastic game into the Olympics and let the world know just how great it is. Got a timeout on the court. Jason Mannino with the lead over Javad Aghaloo. We won't take a short break. I'll just say that we're here watching the coaching. Sudsy Monchik talking to Jason, and Jason's probably saying, "Don't talk to me, I know what I'm doing." That's how those two guys are. Javad staying on the court, and even though he's hitting some pretty neat shot, he's probably saying, "What am I doing here? The cameras are on. Jason is hot,
3, serves 4.
and I'm just not playing good enough to give it a game."
Well,
It's really rough.
He's got a good start here in the second game. You know, he's ahead by 1 point. Jason hasn't been able to blow him out with anything. As soon as I say that, he skips an easy shot.
Well, I just, you know, he's not the same guy he was yesterday when he won the semis. He's not the same player that he was the day before when he beat some other seeded players. And
great serve.
You established it quite well. That was a great serve. Another one down the forehand wall. But you established it when you get the kids in front of the camera for the first time, unless it's a penalty, Jason, it really can take them out of their games.
Well, Jason is really playing smart. I mean, he's changing his serves all the time. He's not letting Javad get into any kind of a rhythm.
Side out.
Well, I want to go down courtside again with Lynn Adams and ask her, because she's got the wealth of experience. 6 times a world champ. It would take a look at this again. Nice shot by Javad. And
4 serves 5.
Lynn, what could you say if Javad were to come out of the court and ask you, hey, coach, what do I do? What would you say to him?
Well, I think that he's got a good handle on things a little bit better right now. He's gone to that kind of junky half lob overhead Z serve, and it's giving Jason some problems.
Basically what he's doing is slowing Jason's power down?
Exactly, exactly. Like I said, keeping him deep. He should be doing a lot of passes. That's not a pass. Keeping Jason deep and making Jason force his shots, because he likes to play fast ball.
Got a little discussion here.
That was not a screen. I noticed that too.
Jason is saying you can't give him a screen. Here it is, because it was a screen on him. Now
Ball
he's
comes
asking
off the
for a
back
screen
wall.
on me. Yeah.
Javad thinks he didn't have a good view of the ball, but from our angle, looks like he had a full view of the ball.
I think it just came back at about 98 miles an hour, and he really wasn't quick enough to react. But again, I think sometimes in a championship match, you might want to give some of these kids the benefit of the doubt. That's the 3rd ace out of the last 6 shots down the forehand side by Jason Mannino. 7 serving 4.
Jason's changing his serve very, very effectively. Javad's off balance. He doesn't know whether to go left, right, where the ball's going.
Second serve.
Well, I'll tell you something. It might look easy, ladies and gentlemen, but Javad has certainly deserved being here in the finals. He has taken out the #1 seed and dusted some other people on the way to this championship game.
Javad looks a little bit tight to me. It looks like he's at the point right now where he's going to start forcing a few.
Side out.
Jim, you took the kids to Amsterdam, was it? Now, where will the junior world team go this time? Where
The first trip will be to the World Junior Championships in Jacksonville, Florida.
Jacksonville, Florida.
And they'll have one international trip. We don't know where that international trip will be, but we'll take them in. And it'll be probably a teaching trip.
Skip ball, point.
What a thrill it must be for some of these 15, 16, 17-year-old kids to go overseas, if you will, and play racquetball. Boy.
What amazed me, Jim, was the ability of these kids to interact with people from all over the country. One of our girls, Rusty Isinogo, who is Alcova's sister, was our Japanese interpreter with the Japanese team. And she's going to Princeton next year.
Rusty's going to Princeton. Alcova's going to Stanford.
James is going to Stanford.
Daddy Isinogo must have some butt.
Another forehand ace.
Look at that. That's the 4th one. He has found his alley today. Look at this.
9 serves 5.
There's nothing Javad can do with that.
No, you can't do. No. He's toying with him.
Yep.
Almost looks like one of the matches that we've seen a lot with Michelle Gilman when she's in the ladies' finals, kind of toying with it.
Well, you know, Javad doesn't look like he's playing very well, but you got to give Jason some credit.
That's absolutely right. 10-5 is the score. We're in the 2nd game. He can wrap it up rather quickly with the juniors championship game.
First serve.
Jason Mannino with 4 ace serves, all of them down the forehand side. Almost got one right there. Jim, would you call that an ace?
I'd call that an ace.
You get your racket on it. I'm not sure.
I don't even know if he got his racket before it bounced twice.
Well, if we have a friendly statistician, they might give him his 5th ace. I don't know. You get your racket. I don't know. He's playing very well. Is what we're trying to say. Jeez.
He skipped that.
I don't know. Hey, why not appeal it?
He's appealing.
The ball skip. Call stands. It's a charged appeal.
Jason gave the evil eye to Brett Parker, the line judge on that.
No,
2 bounces.
2 bounces.
Good call, Tom Neal. 2 bouncer.
Side out.
It was uncanny how Jason knew exactly where Javad was going to shoot that ball.
World Championships coming up pretty soon, Jim, up in Montreal.
Skip
Will
ball.
we see some of the juniors up there participating?
Well, we'll see some of our juniors from last year. Eric Mueller, who won, who was fourth, I think, last year in the junior nationals and won our adult doubles. He'll be there representing the U.S. team. But as far as the other juniors, they're not able to qualify for that particular event yet.
Well, I'll tell you something. If you don't go Jason's way, that was almost a perfect ace in its own right served by Javad, and Jason just walks up and nonchalantly rolls it out for a side out.
He's completely relaxed.
Sure. Why not?
And he's just rolling the balls out.
He's saying, how come I can't play this way all the time?
No pressure. He has no pressure on him right now. Everything's going
12 serves 5.
Outstanding wraparound. Did he get that?
I don't think he got it.
I didn't think he got it either. I really didn't. I thought that was, I agree. I think Javad should appeal, and he is.
Lynn Adams is right down there.
Call stands.
Call stands. Lynn, what did you think on that shot?
Nope.
Lynn thought you thought he had the shot, Lynn?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're right there at floor level, so you certainly can see it a lot better than we are. We're just up a little bit with the cameras, but I still agree that Javad should have appealed that.
And he did, and both line judges agreed with him.
Short.
Of course, you just had an eye operation, and I can't see very well, so. Look at that shot.
That's good.
I mean, that's a hard. He was turning all the way around 360 degrees off the back roll, and he flat rolled it out.
14 serves 5.
Possible match point, serving 5. And as we set the storyline about 45 minutes ago, Jason's predicted, and it looks like it's coming true that exactly this would happen. He would dust him and finish it quick, and he's done just that. Hey, our congratulations to Jason Mannino, the junior men's winner. Congratulations to Javad Agaloo, first time on the scene before our cameras with us. A nice young man who's had a heck of a tournament. You saw the picture there, part of the crowd, the man with the USA on the back of his shirt. That is Keith Calkins, the president here on the board of the directors, too, with the AARA. What a neat man he is, as we see Jason Mannino being congratulated, his doubles partner, Sudsy Monchik, right behind him. Watch this rollout here on the final match point for Jason Mannino.
It was a fitting way to win because he's been killing the ball great all day. Here it is. Everything into it, flat roll out.
And the championship for Jason Mannino. That's a good look at that. We're going to be back with that man, the winner, Jason Mannino, after he wins 15-3, 15-5 in Salt Lake City.
Welcome back, and I'm down here with Jason Mannino, 1992 Junior Olympic champion. And Jason, prior to that match, you made a prediction to Jim Turner that pack your bags, this is going to be over with in a hurry. Was it as easy as it looked?
No, it wasn't as easy as it looked, but I felt that since I beat Allen, that I was unstoppable and that I'd make it a quick one.
Well, you looked very at ease out there. It didn't seem there was any pressure. Was there any pressure?
There was a lot of pressure. I just tried to stay as calm as possible and play my game to make it as easy as possible.
Well, congratulations, and we hope to see you in the new U.S. Junior team. And back to you, Jim.
Well, thank you, Jim Heiser, and our congratulations to Jason Mannino. There it is on your screen in front of you, a three-peat for Elkova Ice and Oval, 3 in a row for her. And again, congratulations to Jason Mannino. So for our producer, Lee Felsmo, our director, Big Mike Diamond from Denver, and all the great crew, Luke St. Owens, the executive director of the AARA. Of course, not forgetting the parents and the players. Make sure to watch for the next listing of Prime Network's exclusive coverage of racquetball in September with the World Championships from Montreal in Canada. So for Lynn Adams and Jim Heiser, I'm Jim Turner, thanking all of you.